to assume your team's coming into this 3-game road trip on a pretty good positive feeling.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we worked really hard, and obviously last game was a big win for us against a really good team. So, yeah, obviously it's always good to come with confidence. I think we have that right now.
You came out of that game the other day against Tampa Bay looking like a more physical player. Was that intended, or was that just how the game unfolded?
No, I mean, I think especially that game, like all my other aspects weren't really going. I know that one of those games where you don't feel unreal, so don't really have the feeling for the puck. So I just felt like I'm going to help the team play that way, and I think it worked out pretty good.
I was going to ask, is that a different way of leading by example?
Yeah, I think so. I tried to play physical all the time, but there's always time and place, and I think that was a perfect game where, I wasn't feeling unreal, like I said, with my hands and everything, and just the confidence. So I tried helping the team win that way.
This road trip come at a good time for the hockey club?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's obviously great every time to go on the road with all the guys, and I mean those plane rides and everything are always great. So grabbing dinner with the guys. So I think it's really important for us that we keep going the way we do, and also now we have to play on the road to win those important games.
What did you think of this new barn?
Yeah, unreal. I mean, the visiting room is awesome. So I think they take really good care of the visiting teams too. So I think that's great, and obviously for them, I think it's a big upgrade.
I got one. Amadi on the first unit with you guys. Just what do you think he brought to the line, and what does he bring to you and Brady?
Yeah, we always say that he has the best stick in the league, and I think that really says everything about him. I mean, he's just a great guy, great player. Obviously, we're so happy to have him back. We missed him for those years where he was gone, but obviously I'm happy for him that he won the cup there and had a great time. So, I mean, he's just a really great all-around player, and obviously it helps the team every line he plays on.
What does he do to create that expression, a great stick? What's he doing?
He's just smart. Like, I always think he's similar to G with, like, his stick and how strong he's on the stick. So I think if he plays on the PK, he's always going to have a great stick. So he does that 5-on-5 as well.
I think go according to plan here with the time off and just going through what you had to go through.
You always want it to go a little bit quicker, obviously. It sucks being on the sidelines. Doesn't matter if it's 1, 2, 3, or 4 games. It's always a tough position to be in. You want to be in the heat. You want to be able to compete and be on the ice with the guys.
Frustrating more than anything than just sitting and watching. Not sitting and watching, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean it's fun seeing that we're playing well and that we're doing the right things. You know, grabbing points here and there. So that's going to be important down the road. Beat a couple of good teams, coming in with a lot of confidence on this road trip, which is also nice.
When you sit and watch the team, do you evaluate, do you assess, do you just see how guys are playing? And I guess what I'm getting at is, what did you see from your hockey team in the win over Tampa Bay?
I basically zone out, so I don't really watch it that much. I try to keep myself occupied with what I was doing at the time, and for me, I didn't have time to watch the game at that time. So looking at the game afterwards, you can tell that we did the small things or the little things very well, and managed to puck in good areas. Played a 200-foot game, the typical things that makes teams successful. That's what we did against them. And we looked at some areas that we need to clean up as well, and also some good things that we did.
Little things can add up to some large amounts of confidence, which it appears you guys have coming into this road trip.
Yeah, and it's how to develop like a winning culture, so that you're not just on and off all the time. You got to win and keep winning a couple of games here, and don't be play well one game, then you play badly the next one. It's all about stringing all these games together and do it for a long period of time, and then push comes to shove, you up your game, and you got to do that and continue to do that throughout the season, and to be able to successful in the postseason.
First time in this building for you, I'm going to assume here. Did you notice any differences, any little nuances that you had to pick up on?
In the city or the
rink itself?
In the rink itself?
Yeah.
It's a little bit sort of like the one that Islanders was in. I can't remember the name of it now.
The old one?
Yeah.
Long Island.
What's that? Yeah, Barclays Center. When you have, the behind the nets, there's nothing really, and so really tight. But other than that, it was good lighting. It was pretty So, some areas it could be very dim, but I enjoyed it. It's a nice city so far. There was no one out there yesterday on a Sunday when we came, so that was a little different. Felt a little bit like a Truman Show sort of thing, but that's just how it is in different areas, different cultures and stuff.
I guess the only thing with the new rink is it the different sight lines, or is it just the same crease? Is that what you focus on when going to a new building?
Just trying to feel it out mostly and get as many reps as possible to kind of dial it in of how it feels like, because obviously there is some minor differences here and there depending on where the boxes are and how the average, how should I phrase it, the colors and everything around it is sort of can throw you off sometimes. Some areas, like in our rings, a lot of red, and some other places there's a lot of black. So you get a feel out of where, if there's any possibilities for high chips, you have to be present at all times. In some places, you will always see it. So you try to pick up these little things along the line and how the boards are, the plexiglass, and all these sort of things you try to dial it in today, and then go out there and just play hockey tomorrow.
Can you start? No David Perron on the trip here. Can you update us?
Yeah, he's away from the team for personal reasons. I'm not going to get into specifics, but hopefully he's back as soon as possible.
All right. On the practice ice today, Shane Pinto was a participant, but
Yep.
then left. Any
Yeah,
update?
he's going to be fine to play tomorrow.
Encouraging to see Ridley Gregg participate in a full practice.
Yeah, it was great to see him back out there. Talk with the trainers after practice and see if where he's at for tomorrow as far as tomorrow's game goes. But he's a possibility for tomorrow.
Where's your team's mindset coming off a big victory against Tampa Bay, and now, the anticipation of a 3-game road trip is always fun for a team that's out there for the first time.
Yeah, I think it's good to get on the road. I don't know if we'd look at it as far as fun. It's business-like approach to our game, but a chance to get away and do a little bit of team bonding as well with a couple days off here and there. We came in here a day early yesterday, but I liked our game last game at home against Tampa. A lot of things that we liked about it. Now we've got to build off it and bring it again tomorrow.
What'd you think of this barn?
Nice. Yeah, it's good. Nice building.